a stable relationship with a girl who was my life. She had chubby legs and elbow hair. I dreamed she'd be my wife. But she dumped me on a Wednesday, left me heartbroken in a ditch. But I think I know what happened that turned my whore into a bitch. The deep state made my girlfriend leave me. Those cunts did it again. She got a payoff from the government, and now she sees other men. Why they do this to me, I have no idea why. They did a psyop on my girlfriend to make her go fuck other guys. This has happened like 1,000 times, and it's gotten pretty old. These bitches keep on leaving me because they are mind control. The elite have focused in on me, putting chemtrails in the air. They steal away my girlfriend using cognitive warfare. The deep state made my girlfriend leave me. Those cunts did it again. She got brainwashed by the government to go chase after other men. Why they do this to me, I have no idea why. They did a psyop on my girlfriend to make her sleep with other guys. I know it's the Rothschild family. They're watching me with drones. I don't have evidence, but I feel.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Now, I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. We're going to be starting out with this first video. Actually, we're going to play these first three back-to-back, I think, because they're all very short. First one's titled, White House Replaces Biden Portrait with Image of Otto Penn. It's pretty fitting. Second video is Florida approves new Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway. I guess it was controversial, but not very controversial because it passed 5-0. Then we got JD Vance makes Kids Day with a selfie. Like I said, we're going to play all three of those back-to-back. Then we got a video titled Nightmare Bacteria. Cases are increasing in the U.S. according to the CDC. I don't know. I guess it's big and scary, like they said. Nightmare bacteria. Bacteria that's ineffective when it comes to treatment. It's hard for us to kill it, I guess. I don't know. That doesn't sound man-made at all. Then we got a video titled White House Threatens Mass Firings if there's a government shutdown. We go through this all the damn time. As soon as they get in trouble for being terrible at balancing the books, all of a sudden now they're threatening us that we're going to lose benefits and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah. Then we got a video titled Federal Prosecutors Near Decision on Whether to Charge James Comey. This is just in the news. I highly doubt anything's going to happen. It should. He was lying to Congress, and that's what they're worried about, but you know how things are on Capitol Hill. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Get Some, and it's titled Pit Stop. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Oklahoma State Superintendent Ryan Walters stepping down. This is pretty interesting because we've covered this guy quite a few times. He's one of those people that was trying to put a Bible in every school and other controversial things like that. I guess he was a big supporter of TPUSA, but he is stepping down from the superintendent position. I don't know if it's because he got in trouble or not, because he did get in trouble. I didn't grab a video, but maybe I will during the live. We'll see. But either way, that's an interesting story. Then we got some new details here. We're going to play both these videos back to back. First one's new details revealed in Dallas ICE shooting. And the second video is Patel reveals shocking new details about ICE shooter's search history. This story still doesn't make any sense to me for a lot of different reasons. Either way, then we got Diddy back in the news. It's titled Sean Diddy Combs back in court before sentencing. Diddy said he didn't do it. He didn't do it. They should just throw those charges out. Then for the last little bit of the news, we got lefties losing it. And today it's titled This Hollywood Nepo Baby, I think is how it's said, is begging for mask mandates to return. Oh, lefties. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be doing an unboxing. We have 2 items here that were sent to me earlier today. One's from Jake. I'm trying to think who the other one's from. Either way, doubly unboxing today. Very excited about that. Then we will be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Beck Frank. We got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled A Sobriety Test. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Donnie, and it's titled Proper Use of a Girlfriend. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. Let me see. I think... Did we just get raided? We did. Thank you so much, Robert, for raiding us over on Rumble. Thank you so much, Robert, for rating us over on Rumble. You're such a badass. Thank you so much. You hooligans, make sure you go follow them. Let me see. Let me get this pinned in the chat real quick. There you go. Definitely go follow them. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the raid. All right. What is up, hooligans? Over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Turbo? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Get Some? What's up, Simply Witchy? What's up, Jay Spray? What's up, Russell? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Tin Man? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? We got a full house now. We got all these raiders here. Let me see. Move this. Mr. Satan, I think you were first today. Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you racing to the chat there. What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom. What's up, Dunn? What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom. What's up, Maggie? What's up, people? Happy freedom to you. I didn't know that you were Double D from YouTube, but I did see you pop in. Let me see. What's up, No Ad? What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom. What's up, Cricket Kiss? What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom. What's up, Aco? What's up, Jacob? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Neurodivergent? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Double O? Happy freedom. What's up, Zuria? Make sure all you raiders hit that like button on your way in. What's up, Beck Frank? Happy freedom. Welcome back to the live. Appreciate you joining us. What's up, Johnny Ride? Happy freedom. Welcome back, Bright Gaming. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom. Let me see. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jake? Happy freedom. What is your name? Republitarian. Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, you hooligans, hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. What's up, Jesus people? Appreciate you sliding through. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Start right here. What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom. Jake, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Odd Faith? Happy freedom to you. Thank you, Killer J, for gifting subs over on Twitch. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Let's see. Make sure we get everybody. I think so. Happy freedom, you hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. Double D, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Joe? Happy freedom. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Harold? Patriot Roy, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Ohana? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Madman? Happy freedom to you. And what's up, Stacy? Happy freedom. And we have no chat over on X because we are still running all that through Rumble Studio, so it is what it is. Either way, appreciate all of you hooligans being here quickly. Either way, let's get into things. Like I said, we're going to play these first 3 back-to-back because they're all really short and, well, they're all right. We'll be starting on with this first video titled White House Replaces Biden Portrait with Image of Auto Pen. Now, there's no audio for this, so I'm just going to leave the beats running for this because why not? Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, that we have these, well, if I can get it pulled up, there we go. Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we've made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I have on the I'm an American and I do not comply t-shirt. We have lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching these first videos.
prostitute.
All right, good stuff there. Starting off with the easy stuff. This next video is titled Florida Approves New Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway. It's another really short video. Come on, Goofy Tube.
One Florida county will rename.
Well, hold up there, buddy. Anyways, hit that like button and let's get into this.
One Florida county will rename a road after a conservative political activist, Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated earlier this month while speaking at a university in Utah. The Lake County Commission voted unanimously this week to approve the name change during a meeting that did erupt into some shouting, with some attendees apparently being removed after heated exchanges. I do want to bring in Commissioner Anthony Sabatini.
All right, really quick there. Like I was saying, now they just go on to delegate about how people talk to each other on the internet, and we know enough about that. But either way, they're getting a new Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway. Good stuff. We're going to get into this third video here, and then we're going to hop in the chat. Come on, GoofTube. Hold up. There we go. This is JD Vance. This is titled, JD Vance Makes Kids Day with Selfie. Like I said, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Now, young man, this is a very earnest young man. He doesn't look like a journalist to me, but go ahead and shout out a question, because I'm not going to deny that level of energy and that level of passion. First of all, what's your name? Henry. It's good to meet you, Henry. Ask your question, please.
I skipped school today. I was wondering if I could get a picture with you.
Henry said, I skipped school. Can I have a picture with you? Well, I guess you got to have some excuse to skip school, so I might as well get a photo with Henry.
Make America great again.
Information.
All right, like I said, getting the easy stuff out the way there. Let me get this volume straightened back out. Boom, there we go. Anyways, JD Vance making that kid's day. JD Vance has been kicking ass lately. I felt like he was doing pretty good when we were covering President Trump signing the executive orders earlier today. Good stuff. There's a lot of people that like JD Vance. And everybody assumes he's going to be running in 2028, and I know there's a lot of people that say they're probably going to vote for him, so it's good stuff. He's out here doing all the good things. Next up, we got nightmare bacteria cases are increasing in the U.S., according to the CDC. Supposed to be real scared because apparently we have high difficulty trying to treat this bacteria. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Biden's photo or his portrait being replaced with the auto pen. Florida approving the new Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway that, like I said, passed 5-0. Some lowlifes had to be thrown out because they were reeing too loudly in response to the Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway. And then JD Vance there making that kid's day after he skipped school to be there. Simply witchy, detention, yep. And he was on TV. That's what they're going to say, too. He's going to come back with that picture and be like, nah, I was meeting the vice president. Expelled. That's so they're gonna be like, hopefully his teachers don't punish him over it. Guess his teacher will be pissed. Hopefully she's MAGA. Everything will work out. Here, Juicer, what game store did you guys go to? You guys still got GameStop? Done. I read that the virus BS is in 29 states, but the article I read only mentioned Texas, New York, and Colorado. Seems like fear porn. Yeah, I think it is too. It's everywhere. This nightmare bacteria, that phrase is everywhere right now. It'll be alright though. Bright Gaming, you skip school and the punishment's more skip school. Makes sense? Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. We're beating Kimmel? Who said that? Hold on, I was skimming through Johnny Ride. We're beating Kimmel right now? Yep, we should be. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom. people. I love our vice president. You thinking about voting for JD Vance? There's a lot of people who pretty much got their eye on him. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom to you. Bright Gaming, don't let school ruin your education. That's right. MU, they didn't say anything at the doctor's today. Well, that's good, I suppose. I hate going to see the doctor. My leg actually is doing better since I've gotten these new pills, though, so I'm like thankful for that. It hasn't hurt at all today. Jake, just tweet out the stream. You're a badass. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic today. Thank you so much, Killer J, for the bits over on Twitch. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, we unlocked some new emoji over here. What is this? This is what we got today over on Twitch. Good stuff. What's up, Stacy? Happy freedom. Corey Luca, happy freedom to you. I did not. I have it pulled up, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was sitting here and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and my eyes were all blurry and stuff, and I forgot to watch it. I got a tab pulled up and I'll remember to do it after the live. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. Jagula, blow Blyben could be replaced with a pick of chocolate chip ice cream. They should have. What's up, Atlas? Happy freedom. What happened to Diddy sentencing today? Diddy wasn't sentenced today. They're trying to get the case thrown out. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, next up we got nightmare bacteria cases are increasing in the U.S. according to the CDC. Now, I don't know. It is a bunch of fear mongering for sure. It's bacteria, so it causes a variety of ailments, but you could also be asymptomatic. You could die from this. And if you find out you got it, it's very expensive to treat. So it's all the fun stuff. It's all the good stuff. Don't you worry. Make sure you hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
Well, the CDC now warning the country about something called nightmare bacteria. New numbers show that cases have jumped almost 70% in just 4 years.
Amy Kawada is at the WJZ Alert Desk with what we're learning about this so-called superbug. Amy?
Tim, Sina, they're called nightmare because they resist even our strongest antibiotics, making common infections much harder to treat. The main culprit is bacteria carrying what's known as the NDM gene, which helps them survive treatments that would normally kill them. CDC researchers say only 2 antibiotics work against those infections, and the drugs are expensive and must be administered through an IV. While there's no single cause, experts are pointing to several factors such as antibiotic overuse and misuse. Antimicrobial resistance can occur when bacteria develop new ways to defend themselves against the drugs used to kill them. Also, some people may carry NDM-positive bacteria without symptoms, unknowingly spreading it to others. Doctors say the drug-resistant infections can manifest as pneumonia, bloodstream infections, or urinary tract infections and are extremely hard to treat. In 2020, approximately 1,100 people died due to these infections.
Oh, man. Oh, man. First, it was the kissing bug that bites you in the face. Now we got nightmare bacteria. They're saying the bacteria is resistant to most treatments. They say the only thing that fights against the bacteria is these 2 different antibiotics that just happen to be expensive. They say some people could be asymptomatic, but in others it would cause a variety of health issues that you could die from if the infection gets bad enough. They're saying the cases are caused by a bacteria that has grown 70% in the last 4 years. I don't know. They do say that it's because of people taking antibiotics too often. Every time you get sick, you run to the doctor and stuff, which I don't know who does that, because who likes going to the doctor? I sure as hell don't. But it also sounds man-made to me, because the only way we can treat it is 2 really expensive antibiotics. That was just coincidental. It just happens to be really expensive antibiotics, because I just got antibiotics and they weren't that fucking expensive. So that's the part that makes me feel like it's man-made. But Either way, moving forward here. Next up, we got if I could talk, White House threatens mass firings if there is government shutdown. Time to be more scared of the government shutdowns that are always looming. Always. They mismanage our money, and then they tell us how scared we're supposed to be without the government around. I know the lefties really worry about that. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this nightmare bacteria. Hair juicer, you gonna make some stuffed peppers? Rice, beef, and cheese. That sounds fantastic. Russell, there's tons of drug-resistant infections. Really? I haven't heard anything about it, but they are pushing this story big time. I've seen like 20 or 30 videos on it. Hair juicer, homeboy co-worker said he's picking the nastiest ones for us to eat. Holy hair juicer. The holy hair juicer. Well, I'm kind of excited about a hair juicer to a certain degree. I'm looking forward to it. We'll put it like that. Thank you so much, Get Some, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Get Some. Thank you so much for the support. Says, showing my appreciation to the spider who chose the leg over other parts. Holy. Yes. I don't know. I couldn't imagine it being any bigger. Anyways, thank you so much, Get Some. Really appreciate you. Patriot Dad loves stuffed peppers the way my mom made them. I've never had stuffed peppers, but every time I've seen them, they've looked fantastic. Yesterday, I made chicken breasts in a crock pot for the first time, and it was fantastic. It was the best chicken I've ever made. And so today, we're making chicken tacos the same way. Hopefully, it turns out good. Hoping for the best. Dustin D. I knew they would come up with something new before too long. Oh, yeah. Well, they were trying to push the measles, but it doesn't work because most of us are already vaccinated for the measles. So they can't scare us with the measles if we can't get the measles. So they're working on something new. What's up, True Breed? Happy freedom to you. Kevin, they just indicted Comey? Did they? Hold on. Let me take a gander really quick. I know they were talking about it, and I think we got a video on it, but things may change. Oh, that looks like a video of a piece of shit right there. Let me see. One minute ago, breaking AG Pam Bondi on James Comey indictment. No one is above the law. Today's indictment reflects the Department of Justice commitment to hold those who abuse position of power accountable for misleading the American people. We will follow the facts of the case. Let me see what else I can find. We're gonna grab this. This is only 45 seconds long. This is from Nick Sorter, and he seems to be pretty much over the target full time here. So we're going to just hop into this real quick because I did have a video that was talking about the possible indictment, but if he is going to be indicted, then my news is old news. So we're going to just hop into this really quick and figure out some new details about this possible indictment. Like I said, 45 seconds, haven't screened the video, have no idea what's on it. Let's figure it out.
Welcome back. Breaking right now. Tonight, a major update to a story we brought to you earlier in the hour. A grand jury has just handed down an indictment for former FBI Director James Comey. The Justice Department accuses Comey of lying to Congress while under oath back in 2020. Let's bring in David Spunt with all the breaking details. David, what can you tell us?
Well, Jillian, we are waiting to get the actual details of the indictment. We're just told that an indictment has been handed up against the former FBI Director James Comey. So I don't want to speculate on the actual charges yet until I see the paper in hand. That's the only responsible thing to do. But we know that James Comey, the former FBI Director, has been indicted. We're waiting to see if there's any sort of comment from the Justice Department.
Okay, so they don't really know. Not exactly. Give me a second here. I'm gonna write the stuff down so I can put it in the description in the next 24 hours. Because I'd be doing that stuff if you guys didn't know that. All right. Anyways, that means that we're going to be skipping over this Comey video here because we don't need it anymore. Now we know. Either way, like I was saying, White House threatens mass firings if there is a government shutdown. It's coming up next, so first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about everything we've been covering so far. Russell, send him down the river. I wish I could get my hopes up, but I just can't. I think they're doing this just to say, well, we're holding people accountable. That's the same thing they did with Kilmar Abrego Garcia, right? They sent him out of the country, and then they were like, well, we're going to hold everybody accountable. So then they brought him back in to charge him with human trafficking, and now he just won't leave. And, I mean, it's great, but I would like to see them hold current, actively bad people being held accountable. Not people who did bad things 7 years ago, shit like that. Like, I mean, it's great. Hold them accountable, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to do this due process. They're going to indict him. They're going to talk a whole bunch of stuff. There's going to be a bunch of warnings, some strong wording. And then when it's done, nothing's going to happen. Maybe some fines, charge the millionaires a couple doll hairs. Why not? And that's probably going to be it. I highly doubt there'll be jail time or any real consequences. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and that would be great. But I just... When was the last time you heard anybody talking about Obama and treason? Where did that go? It just flew away. You haven't heard about it in weeks now. And it's like, this is going to end up being the same way, in my opinion. But either way, read through. Man, they weren't counting on Trump getting reelected. I mean, the things look good on the surface, but like, nobody's gone to jail yet. Nobody's gone to jail. There's been lots of wording, lots of throwing around the word of treason and stuff like that. But like I was just saying about Obama, no arrests, no raids, nothing. Sounds good on TV, like Pam Bondi. Oh, I got the files on my desk. And now, no, that's a hoax by the Democrats. Oh, okay. Indictment by Comey. Great. We'll see in 2 weeks. We'll see what it turns out to. But it's good that they at least try, because the other administration wasn't trying. They were like, the border's open. They were like, yeah, we know. It was like they didn't even try and hide it. They were just like, yeah, we're fucking the country over. With Trump, they're like, we just need things to look good. They don't have to be good, but they just need to look good. And a lot of that is conditioning for optics at the White House, because everything else is Democrats standing in the way, right? Like the EOs are good and we want them. But then every time he signs an EO, some district judge stands up and slaps it out of the sky, claiming some bullshit, and then it gets put on hold. Like he signed the EO that was going to make our elections more secure. And that stuff's put on hold now because of stupid district judges. And that stuff shouldn't even be happening, because SCOTUS ruled that district judges can no longer make universal injunctions. They have to bring actual cases when it comes to standing in the way of executive orders. But since they had already been turned down by a judge, they have to take the time to go back and reprocess all that shit because it was originally slapped down by the judges. So it's like, you got that going on, right, where actual change is being stifled because of Democrats, and then everything else is just bullshit and optics that we're constantly being fed by the media, which fucking sucks. Because you get your hopes up. You're like, oh man, someone's going to be tried for treason. Oh man, someone's going to be held accountable. And then it just doesn't happen, and that sucks. Like the Epstein stuff. Like, that shit fell apart. Maxwell's in a better prison than what she was in now. Like, she's got a loftier prison sentence because of what happened. We didn't get any files. Nobody went to jail. And that sucks, Guess God punished Hillary. Just look at her face. Yeah, I guess she was out there talking some shit. She was saying something like both sides need to calm down the violent rhetoric, but the Republicans are worse about it somehow or whatever. Her face looks fucking awful. Spoiled milk face. It's not good. What's up, Kaya? Happy freedom to you. Major finessed. Who finessed who? Kevin, every party needs a pooper. That's why they invented you. Party pooper, party pooper. I know. I am a killjoy. I've always been that way. Hanging out with friends, they're like, let's go steal a car. I'm like, but what if we get in trouble? They're like, oh, Jeff, you suck. You suck. Go home, Jeff. Go home. That's what they're always doing. You're always spoiling our fun. I know. That's how it is. I want to be everybody's dad. That's what's wrong. What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom. I'll believe it when they are convicted and in prison. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Paige, your dad, you making goulash today? It's been a long time since I had goulash. Used to be a big fan. Okay, no one gets in trouble. Yeah, I have yet to see anybody get in real trouble. Just the J6ers. Those are the only people I've seen get arrested out of all the stuff we've covered live for almost 6 years. Just the J6ers. They're the only ones that went to jail. Mouse send his ass to Alligator Alcatraz. Could you imagine? He'd do well in there. Jagular, happy freedom to you. Something to do with the spawn of Satan? No, I don't think so. Oh, Cass, yeah, I was pretty excited about it too. People, you're just a smart one out of your friends. I mean, I might be, but I'm definitely not the fun one. I'm not fun. I'm responsible. I don't think you can be both. I don't know. Okay, yeah, but no stealing cars. Yep, that's, rules to live by. Maggie, yeah, definitely seems that way. Patriot Dad, I'm waiting for MAGA to burn, loot, and murder. We don't do that shit. I'm not right wing. I'm a Trumplican. I just expect common sense from my government. Leave me alone. Yeah, absolutely. Odd faith, there is no accountability. Unfortunately, I thought we would see a lot more than what we've been seeing. What's up, Mr. Lin? Happy freedom. You don't think I'm a party pooper, Mr. Lin? That's all right. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom. Dinner was fantastic, and I'm super excited about today. It's the first time I'm making chicken tacos. What's up, roller skater Texas girl? Happy freedom to you. I do have PayPal. It is in the description. Let me see. Oh my God, so many notifications on my phone. I can't tell anything. And I got a missed call. Jesus loves this. Either way, I can't see the notification right now, but if you sent me something, roller skater girl, thank you so much for the support. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mike Ingalls, crockpot successful? Yes, I was very impressed with myself yesterday. I was strutting around, me and Klaus Daniels, strutting around. Look who figured out how to make chicken. Now it's all I'm ever going to use. It's kind of like when you use an air fryer for the first time, and then now that's your whole diet for like the next 3 months. That's what I'm going to do with the crockpot because I love it. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, White House threatens mass firings if there is a government shutdown, the threats and whatnot, because the government don't know how to budget money. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. They're going to threaten us with this government shutdown. I don't know. Come on. Here we go. All right, hooligans. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
Let's begin in Washington, where the White House is threatening mass firing should a government shutdown take place. Our Emily Wilkins is in D.C. with more on what we know. Hey, Emily.
Hey, Carl. Well, yeah, we learn now that the White House is going ahead and raising the stakes for Senate Democrats. They're debating whether to back a short-term stopgap or not. So last night, Office of Management and Budget sent out a memo to agencies saying that they should consider firing employees who would otherwise have merely been temporarily furloughed in a shutdown. Now, the last time there was a full government shutdown back in 2013, about 850,000 employees were furloughed. That's according to Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. Now, we don't know exactly how many employees could be fired if the
the OMB follows through. The OMB says the layoffs won't apply to agencies and programs that are in line with the president's priorities. So probably ICE, military, those things might not experience any of these firings. What the memo does make clear is that no mass layoffs will take place so long as Democrats vote to keep the government open. In the memo, the OMB says that they remain hopeful that Democrats in Congress will not trigger a shutdown and the steps outlined above will not be necessary, really placing the ball in their court. But Senate Democrats are still holding firm. House Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, he remains unswayed. In a statement last night, he called the move an attempt at intimidation and added that these unnecessary firings will either be overturned in court or the administration will end up hiring the workers back. Now, we have seen some back and forth here. Just yesterday, the federal government asked about hundreds of federal employees who previously lost their jobs due to DOGE cuts to come back. That's according to NBC. But in the meantime, the Supreme Court is clearing the way for Trump to continue major federal layoffs. Senators will return to D.C. on Monday. They are expected then to vote on a stopgap that will continue to fund the government until November 21st. But of course, it does not have some of those health care items that Democrats are asking for. And it's unclear if Republicans need at least 7 Democrats to go with them. Guys, it's just not clear they have the votes at this point.
Right. Emily, you got a good read as.
All right. Big bad government might shut down because they don't know how to manage money. They can't manage those doll hairs, but God forbid you mismanage those doll hairs. That IRS, they'll be knocking on your door in a heartbeat. Well, next up, we got our midlife break because we already covered the Comey news. It's our midlife break. Like I said, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Get Some. And it's titled Pit Stop. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the government threatening us with a shutdown. Scary stuff here. 10-man says, it's a big one. I use it a lot. No context. Just no context. I'm happy for you, 10-man. I'm happy for you. I expect that kind of language out of Get Some. Come on, man. You just got a new crock pot? $100? That's badass. That's the big one you were talking about? I see. I thought you were making other kinds of statements there. Russell, I'm in the DOW. Hopefully will not be involved in the furlough. Yes. I should read the details. That's why I write them down. They're talking about firing and layoffs for government workers. If there is a shutdown, any agency that's being prioritized by President Trump probably will not see any of the firings or shutdowns or any of that. And that we'll know more on Monday. I was wondering that too, Russell, when I was screening it to put on the schedule. I would think that you're going to be fine because you're in the DOW. So, and that's a priority for President Trump. So I think you'll be fine, Russell. So you can get liners for the crock pots? I will have to look into that. I did not know there was liners. 10-man in all caps, crock pot. It's too late. It's too late, 10-man. Everybody knows now. What's up, AR-16? Happy Freedom. Yeah, we covered it a moment ago. Comey has been indicted. What's up, Buzzy B? Happy Freedom. Shut it down. That's what I'm saying. I like how they try to scare us with the government not functioning for a couple days. It'll be fine. Because we're the ones that make the country go round. We're the ones that run the country. We make all the food. We make all the clothes. We make all the everything. We pump the gas. We do everything. We do everything here. They don't do shit. They sit there on their ass. They make money. They act like criminals, and they're above the law. That's all they do. So threaten us with a government shutdown, not that fucking worried about it, because all of us will still have to go to work and do the thing. And I think most people won't care. That's why when KJP used to be in the press briefing room and this goofy shit would happen, she would come out and say, yeah, you're going to lose your government benefits. You're going to lose your food stamps. You're going to lose your welfare. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's not good. If you need it, but it's not our fault that you don't know how to manage money. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Shut it down. Let's see what happens. Fuck it. What's up, CB? Happy Freedom to you. Kaz, crockpots are a must. I agree. It's now in my tool belt here. What's up, Randall? Happy Freedom to you. Roy, I hope Comey sings like a bird so the domino effect happens too, but we will see. That would be fantastic. It's a butterfly. Happy freedom. Butterfly crock pots are great in the winter. It helps warm the house. Well, I don't have those issues because I live around a bunch of old people and keep their apartments at 90 degrees. So my house is hot, and normally I have the slider open all winter, but I'm a huge fan of this crock pot right now. Ghostly, why is it even legal to shut down the government? They're elected. If they don't do their job, the president should be able to replace them. I agree. I agree. Done. I have a crock pot barbecue pit. It's so damn big. That sounds awesome. I want to get into some barbecue stuff too. I want to figure out how to make chili because we were talking about that the other day on the live. Mary Ty, is that why Pete Hegseth called military upper levels together today? I don't know. I think some Russian bomber planes and some fighter jets flew too close to Alaska today, and our Air Force scrambled to escort them out of our airspace. It wasn't considered a threat because this happens sometimes, but it's happened a lot this year, and I guess Putin just said some questionable things or something. Or maybe he responded to President Trump saying some questionable things about Russia, Ukraine. I think that stuff is probably related to what you're talking about, Mary Todd. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Gypsy? Happy freedom to you. Everybody showing up saying Comey's indicted. Yup. Let's see if Lauren gets banned. Guess normal occurrence. Scramble many times a week. Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw a couple of videos that were like trying to make it really scary, and then they were like, yeah, this happens all the time. It's like, can't be both. What's up, Tom Tom? Happy freedom. Tom Tom, that just means they won't be spending for a few days. Yeah, not really worried about it. Guess found some crock pot. It costs extra for this kind. No, it's not OG Kush. That's crock pot. That's actually a really good name. We should steal that and come out with some hooligan crock pot. Charge $40 a gram. It'd be good stuff. Either way, moving forward here. Like I said, midlife break. Our funny videos halfway through. Today it was provided by Get Some and it's titled Pit Stop. But first, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick. If you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open your browser, go to rumble.com, log in, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up real quick. As quick as I can. All right. Like I said, this is our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. It was provided by Get Some and it's titled Pit Stop. Tiger Woods liked it. All right, getting back into the news here. Next up we have, I think, an interesting video. It's Oklahoma State Superintendent Ryan Walters stepping down. He is kind of a controversial person. We've covered him quite a few times. Last year we were covering him because he was trying to make it so all schools in Oklahoma are required to have a Bible in the classroom. I think you guys remember us all talking about it. It was very controversial in the chat as well. He's stepping down. He's not going to be the superintendent anymore, but he supposedly has some big plans for the future. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
as state superintendent, do you have authority to tell these districts how they spend the money that they have?
Absolutely.
I forgot. We got to start at a certain spot because they run a bunch of goofy ads and shit. Here we go.
30, we want to thank you first for joining us on 2 News Oklahoma. I'm Christine Stanwood. Breaking overnight, State Superintendent Ryan Walters announcing he is leaving his position, trading his title of superintendent to become CEO of Teacher Freedom Alliance, a group that says they're an alternative to teacher unions. His message on X dropping before the news, saying, quote, liberals' worst nightmare is about to become true. 2 News getting several reactions to Walters' move overnight. So our Braden Bates joins us live. Braden, with a ripple effect from this move.
Christine, good morning. Right now, it's been silent from the governor, who told us before the announcement that he had not heard from Ryan Walters about a possible resignation. However, other state leaders are reacting, praising Walters for his decision to leave Oklahoma education. Senate Democrat saying they look forward to working with the next superintendent while criticizing state Republicans for not holding Walters accountable, instead allowing him to leave on his own. Attorney General Gentner Drummond weighing in, he says since Walters was introduced into Oklahoma's education, it's been nothing but, quote, never-ending scandal and political drama. He continued by saying it's time for a state superintendent who will put an emphasis on quality in Oklahoma public schools. 2 News has reached back out to Stitt's office after the announcement, but we've not heard back.
The Teacher Freedom Alliance exists to give educators the tools that they need to develop free, moral, and upright citizens. No one knows how to do this better than Ryan Walters, and we're so excited to have him be the next CEO.
This morning, I'm digging into the organization Walters will be leading. The Teacher Freedoms Alliance says it's an alternative to teachers' unions working to fix school systems across the country. Back in March, Walters shared a news release after the creation of the organization, praising it for fighting against teachers' unions. He said, quote, the Freedom Foundation launched the Teachers Freedom Alliance on Saturday, introducing a program that provides liability coverage for teachers, promotes historically accurate curricula, and offers professional development opportunities. The national organization says it looks forward to Walters' leadership and having Walters be a voice for educators here in America. Reporting in Tulsa, Brady Bates, 2 News, Oklahoma.
All right. Like I said, pretty interesting there. Stepping down as superintendent, where I don't know. In certain ways, I think that what he was doing was good. He was trying to implement new ideas. Now, like I said, when we were covering it, putting Bibles in the classroom is kind of controversial because that means they could bring other religious stuff in there too. You know how things go. It can become a slippery slope. They're saying that he's leaving to join Teacher Freedom Alliance. It's an alternative to teachers' unions, saying that they are working to fix school systems across the country. So maybe this is a bigger thing, or at least he feels that he's going to do a bigger job than being superintendent for the state there in Oklahoma. When I was Googling him to try and remember, more stuff about him, I knew that we had covered him, but I didn't, I wanted to get a better summary of who he was. Apparently, he's a big supporter of TPUSA. He was saying recently that he believes there should be TPUSA chapter in every high school. I think it should just be offered as a program. He also, like I had mentioned, he wanted to put Bibles in every classroom about a year ago. Now, they didn't mention it in this video, so they must not hate him too much in this media. But he was in trouble because he was in a meeting, and supposedly he was caught in the meeting viewing inappropriate content. They said something like while he was in a meeting, his computer screen in his office or something like that had naked women on it, like a video or something playing, and people found it. They saw it or they heard it walking by, God only knows. But either way, they were trying to say that like his phone was connected to his computer and he was watching porn or something during a meeting, and people who were near his office found out about it. And so there's this huge controversy like a month ago or sometime within the last 4 months. And so he was getting a lot of blowback because of that. He was denying it and whatever. So I wonder if that's kind of connected to why he's stepping down as superintendent. But either way, other than that, blowback there, which we didn't cover that story. I didn't know that was even a thing that happened. I just kind of did a crash course on it before I went live. I don't know the gravity of that situation. But outside of that potential incident, everything else he was doing seemed pretty good. So we'll see what he goes on to do for the Teacher Freedom Alliance. Next up, we got new details revealed in the Dallas ICE shooting. We got a doubly. The first video is just overall details, you know, filling in the blanks and whatnot. The second video is Cash Patel. It's titled Patel Reveals Shocking New Details About the ICE Shooter's Search History. Now, altogether, I think this is really weird because, like we were saying yesterday, the shooter had bullets that said anti-ICE, but he didn't shoot ICE agents. He shot illegals. Like, that shit doesn't make sense. There's all kinds of stuff that don't make sense. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Ryan Walters and him stepping down from being superintendent of Oklahoma. Guess he left. He's not jacking around. No, the job was done. Blowback. I didn't think about it. Guess yeah, that was quite the phrasing. Russell, he was studying biology. That's, you know, now that you mention it, yeah, female anatomy. He was just studying. Jay Spray, I use my crock pot to make weed butter. That's all I've ever used a crock pot for. In the last like 15 years, I have only used it to make weed butter. And I can't now that I live in this apartment because it's considered federal property. But yeah, I miss those days, Jay Spray. I miss them a lot. Jay Spray, I always watch porn during group meetings. I didn't know there was anything wrong with that. I will remember that the next time you're in the voice chat. Holy. Yep. Butterfly, get a nice real girl. Best lovings and pornos ever. I don't know where you go to get them though. You know, like that is the whole part right there, is to get a nice girlfriend. Like it's like find $1 million. Like it's almost like the same thing. I don't know. My hopes are high. Cass, word for the wise. Don't be watching porn at work. I mean, I'll try to refrain from doing it. Jagular, that's a bad deal for the school superintendent. Well, like I said, is he really upgrading to a new job that's going to work nationwide? Or is he outrunning blowback because he screwed up while he was at work? You know, that's what I really wonder. Buzzy B. What is going on with Rumble today? I don't know. Are you guys having issues with Rumble? Mouse, she's a big girl. I missed it somehow. I saw everybody talking shit afterwards. I missed it though. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom. What's up, Daynon? Happy freedom to you. CB, recipe for weed butter. I mean, I think the best way to do it is to take a ½ ounce of flour, put it in the freezer for at least 2 hours, and then you gotta grind it, which takes forever. And then you put it in the crock pot with a pound of butter, and then you let it cook for 8 hours, and you stir it every 15 minutes until it's done. And then you strain it with cheesecloth, and then you got the ingredients to make just about anything, and everything you make will be badass. Yep. Russell, nice girls on Grindr, ask get some. I don't think so, Russell. Those are Democrat females on Grindr. Those are the blue team females, you know, the ones trying to play in sports and stuff. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. Oh, hi, Klaus Daniels. You coming to work today? Yes, you're a good boy. We need to put your tie on. What's up, Weevo? Happy freedom. What's up, 1776? Happy freedom to you. Kevin, you got a butter machine? That's cool. I've heard of people having that. I haven't looked it up before, though. Shroomish weed and butter. Yeah, basically. I tried, Jake. Thank you. Kevin, the country. What about the country? Butterfly, that's a pot roux, is it? I miss making wheat butter. Kevin, oh, that's cool. Yeah, vacuum chamber. Yeah, I'm trying to think what it's called. It creates atmospheric pressure and stuff like that. Things boil at room temperature. What's up, Richard? Happy Freedom. What's up, Spaz? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Christine? Happy Freedom. I hope this leads to an indictment. He did get indicted. Comey did. Well, it's happening. It's not over with yet. It's happening. But I just don't know if any more than the indictment will happen. What's up, Dirt Man? Happy Freedom. What's up, Miss Gen X? Happy Freedom to you. Lauren working on a band. Good stuff. Done. I learned about making that butter from the Anarchist Cookbook in my teens. I learned it watching YouTube. I learned it watching YouTube. Since YouTube's so fucking nosy, doesn't want to let me speak, just know I made weed butter from what I saw on YouTube. Fucking YouTube. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, we got doublies. We're going to play these next videos back to back. It all has to do with the Dallas ICE shooting situation from yesterday. Nothing makes sense about the story, but they're pushing it. First one's titled, New Details Revealed in Dallas ICE Shooting. Give us a quick little summary here. And then after this, we got Cash Patel made a tweet or something with some details that also don't make sense, but it's all good. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
We want to get you back to a big story that we have been following here over the past 24 hours as we follow the latest on a deadly shooting at an ICE facility in Dallas, Texas. Our Fox 4 Dallas station reporting Joshua Yan is the sniper who fatally shot one ICE detainee and critically injured two other detainees, then took his own life as law enforcement approached. The FBI calling this an act, quote, of targeted violence and releasing a photo saying anti-ICE was written on a bullet cartridge. I do want to bring in Peyton May with Fox 4 Dallas. She is live for us here with the latest on what we know about the suspect and the situation in general. Good morning, Peyton.
Yes, good morning. Investigators are now combing through evidence, multiple properties, and any online profiles associating with 29-year-old Joshua Yan. Here's what we know so far. Federal investigators searched at least two homes connected to the reported sniper. Yan was linked to a home in Durant, Oklahoma, and a home in Fairview, which is in Collin County here in Texas. Sky 4 video shows the feds surrounding a cul-de-sac and going in and out of a home in Fairview on Wednesday while gathering evidence. Now you could see investigators there taking boxes out of one of the homes in Fairview. Neighbors say they saw federal agents swarming the home.
Like I said, very sweet family, so that was really, really surprising to hear.
You think just how crazy that is and how close it is to home now.
Yan does not appear to have a long criminal history, court records show. He hasn't been convicted of a violent crime, but was arrested in 2015 for marijuana possession in Collin County. A spokesperson for Collin College in McKinney, Texas, confirmed Yan studied at the school at various times between 2013 and 2018. Now, his employment record isn't consistent either. A former employer confirms that he did work for a Texas-based solar company for a short period of time and also traveled cross country to work for a cannabis company for a period of time as well. Back to you.
And Peyton, what have we learned about his online footprint here? That is something in situations like this we know that investigators look at very closely. So what do we know and kind of what's still left to figure out at this point?
Yeah, of course, there are reports that he did have an online presence. It isn't clear if there were any political posts. The New York Times did report that he had multiple Reddit accounts and posted about cars, cannabis, and video games. So far, that is all we know about his online presence. I do want to say that there is a large police presence that's been here all morning at the ICE facility that we've been at. So we're still waiting for an update on information in that investigation.
All right, Peyton May there at Fox 4 Dallas will, of course, be in touch here as we get additional information.
Okay, so like I said, we got a doubly there. Giving us some details about the shooter and all of that. I know everybody's scratching their head right now. Like, what do you mean? This is the extremist? The guy posting about cars and weed and video games? That guy? He's the extremist? Oh, yeah. This next video here is Patel reveals shocking new details about ICE shooter search history. After this, we're going to hop in the chat.
Border Czar Tom Homan is with me in focus today, standing by. First, let's go to Brooke Taylor reporting from Dallas. Brooke.
Hi, Harris. Well, first, we have new information right now coming in from the FBI Director Kash Patel, who says that officials have been working around the clock 24/7 to go through this shooter's phone and find a possible motive. And what they found is pretty shocking. We want to pull up this post on X. This was posted again by FBI Director Kash Patel just in the last hour. He says the perp downloaded a document with a list of DHS facilities. He conducted multiple searches of ballistics and looked up the Charlie Kirk shot video in the last 2 days leading up to the shooting. According to the FBI director here, the shooter also searched apps that track the presence of ICE agents. And listen to this. He says that there was a handwritten note that was recovered that said, quote, "Hopefully this will give ICE agents real terror to think, is there a sniper with AP rounds on the roof?" The FBI also released a picture of anti-ICE messages written on rounds that were found next to that shooter. Officials say this attack was a result of dangerous anti-ICE rhetoric. Officials say the gunman was firing at that ICE facility from the rooftop of a nearby building. He fired indiscriminately with bullets flying all around inside and outside that building. He also hit a van in the Sally Port that was carrying 3 illegal migrants. Officials say one of them died and the other was taken to the hospital. Sources close to this investigation shared this picture of the shooter's driver's license with me. He is identified as 29-year-old Joshua John. Officials say he shot and killed himself when officers cornered him. The New York Post reports that his mother posted a series of anti-gun rants on Facebook just a few years ago. Those rants were aimed at Republican lawmakers, including Senator Ted Cruz, who spoke here at this press conference yesterday.
Politically motivated violence is wrong. It was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so we don't need to hear old grifter Ted Cruz there, the Canadian that fucking pretends to be a Texan, talk about how much he cares about all of this. Fuck all that. Anyways, lots of confusing details there from the whole Dallas shooter situation and all of that. They're saying that the investigators are going into multiple properties and checking his social media to search for evidence and a motive. They claim that he had multiple Reddit accounts, and they found out that he posted a lot about cars, weed, and video games, which is normal for a lot of people. I think it's interesting that they frame him up like he's some pothead, but then he just goes on this shooting spree for no reason and then leaves bullets that are anti-ICE, but shoots illegals instead of doing anything bad to ICE agents, and then he just smokes himself for no reason. Then Kash Patel giving updates on the shooter there. Nah, he's an extremist. He just posts a lot about cars, weed, and dumb shit on the internet like everybody else. I don't know. This shit kind of sounds fabricated to me. It's weird. It's really weird. Like with the last shooter, they found all this hateful rhetoric, right? All this stuff about hating Trump and hating Charlie Kirk and all this stuff. And it's a lot like that. It's not very often. It's like, well, yeah, he was posting about pretty normal shit. It's just shit posting on Reddit. But then he went to an ICE facility and just started shooting at people and like, I don't know. That sounds really weird to me. Maybe he just had a mental break and showed all of his leftist extremist in one big blow like a firework. Or maybe it's all put together. I don't know. It's fucking weird though. And some people are saying that these events are happening to try and force like a martial law situation. I know there's that kind of fear mongering and conspiracy is spreading. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about that stuff. I don't know if these are idiots or if this is all building up to something happening in the future. Either way, next up we got Sean Diddy Combs back in court before sentencing. He's trying to convince the judge to throw out all the charges. I think it's pretty humorous. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these updated details evolving around the Dallas shooter. Larry, hospital food. The hospital menu sounds good until they bring you the food. That's unfortunate. What's up, Deborah? Happy freedom. Butterfly, Reddit is protecting lefties. Yeah, so is Blue Sky. I don't remember what happened. Some incident happened. I think when it was the Luigi Mangione and he shot the CEO, people were saying terrible things over there, and Blue Sky doesn't do anything about it. What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom. The ICE vehicles were blacked out. He couldn't see who was in there. Yeah. What's up, Nutty? Happy freedom. MK Ultra. That's what it kind of seems like to me, but a lot of people are pointing out ignorance, saying that, you know, there's a couple hooligans I've seen in the chat saying he shot into the vehicles and couldn't tell what was in the vehicles because they're all tinted and stuff. So maybe he just did it out of being ignorant. He just was there to shoot a gun and did, and well, just happened to not hit any of the agents. Bill Clay, did the ICE shooter also have a shape-shifting lover? That's maybe I don't know yet. What's up, Pat the Cat? Happy freedom. Pat the Cat, I wanted to know something. Is TikTok safe to be on now that Americans have it? Well, we don't have it yet. I mean, we have the algorithm, but like when you go on TikTok, as far as I know, what you're on is not the new server. You're not like using the new tech yet. It's still the old TikTok until the deal is done. Now, I don't think TikTok is a threat in general. I just don't. Even if it was being held in China servers, there's nothing that I'm doing on TikTok or most other people doing on TikTok that would do China any good. Me dancing in the kitchen, feed my giant cat here, China's not going to benefit from those videos. They're just fucking not. Knowing I'm sitting here in my house, that all of my cameras know I'm sitting here in my house, it's not going to benefit China. And so I don't worry about that fear mongering because everybody's got a Facebook, but no one gives a shit that Mark Zuckerberg is selling your data, your metadata, to China. Selling it to China. Everybody knows it. Everyone knows it. The only difference is he's selling it. TikTok just has it. It's not stopping China from getting the information. As long as you're online, somehow China's getting your information. So I don't think that TikTok poses a threat. That's just my opinion. I go on TikTok. I don't make a whole bunch of content, but I scroll and just see what's going on and stuff. I don't think it's that big of a threat. And when we have full possession of it and the deal is done, it's going to be a different TikTok. They're building an American version. They don't want to just give us what they have. They want to, we're purchasing the algorithm. But TikTok itself, I think, is going to change. And so we're not really over the goal line yet, where if you don't feel safe about how TikTok's always been, nothing has changed yet, as far as I know. We're not on the other side of the deal yet. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. People, why are criminals so dumb to Google stuff and send text messages to incriminate themselves? I don't know, and that's what makes me question things. Are they really that dumb, or is this all staged? You know, you can wrap up investigations really quick if you plan all the necessary evidence. You know, just saying. What's up, DKing? Happy freedom. What's up, T1? Happy freedom to you. Ramsey, I knew at least one ICE employee was in the van that he had shot up the rest of the compound as well. Yeah, it seemed like he was just firing recklessly. It almost seems like he wasn't trying to aim at anything specific. They're saying he was shooting into windows, shooting at the vehicles, shooting at the building. Deborah, moron. Yeah, definitely seems like a moron. 100%. Butterfly, NSA collects everything. Tulsi and Cash could get metadata of shooters that way to find terrorist group backing and those who radicalize. Yeah, that's how they found all the J6ers, is they got all the metadata from Parler. Parler shut down, and they forfeited the metadata to the feds, and the Fed boys used the metadata from Parler to track cell phone pings from J6ers. Ghostly, he was a sicko copycat that got off on the idea of being famous and talked about. Yeah, Ghostly, could be. He just hit that breaking point and became radicalized right there. Ghostly, feds ping my phone. I never had the app. Yeah, I mean, they can do it with any app. If the federal government hits up a company and says, give us this data, most companies are going to go, here you go. They're not going to fight against it. They could say, no, you need a warrant in order for me to provide you data, but they don't require a warrant. They require a warrant if they're going to take it by force, but most companies are not going to require that. So they're going to hit up whoever, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere, Twitter, and say, we want IP addresses, we want this, and the company most likely will hand it over without a warrant. Butterfly, NSA has backdoors on everything. Yup. Especially after the 911 day. They started surveilling us. What's up, Crispy? Happy freedom to you. Carpet Dog, happy freedom to you. P. Diddy was framed? I don't know. I think P. Diddy's a piece of shit. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know about the charges in the court and that and the other. But just I've worked in the music industry and knowing how those people are, just the low-level people I've dealt with, let alone Diddy's status. I know he's a part of some bad shit. I don't know if that relates to the court case, but I definitely wouldn't want to know Diddy. I wouldn't. Mary Todd, I believe they are that dumb. Could be. Definitely could be. Never underestimate how stupid someone could be. What's up, Adam? Happy freedom. Call me making false statements, obstruction of criminal case, 30 days probation. Oh, I bet he doesn't even get 30 days probation. I'd be excited if he did. That'd be, I mean, very little, but at least some accountability. What's up, Bobby Johnson? Happy freedom. What's up, Bobby Eugene? Happy freedom to you. Sounds like a fake name. It does kind of sound like a fake name. Christine, smells fishy. I agree. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you if I can get you already. Teasel, spray and pray. Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't have an automatic rifle, but yeah, more or less. Seems like what he did. Interesting. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, Sean Diddy Combs back in court before sentencing. Now, I figured we weren't going to hear anything about him until sentencing, but they got this idea in their head that maybe they can just get all the charges thrown out. Just get it all thrown out. That's some wishful thinking. I bet Ryan Ruth feels the same way. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
All right, Sean Diddy Combs back in court today in an effort to have his guilty verdict thrown out. Combs is facing sentencing next month for his conviction on prostitution charges. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman has been following the case and has more from the outside of the courthouse in New York City.
Sean Combs is back in court for the first time since the day of his verdict. Now, Sean Combs ended up being convicted of 2 charges. Those were transportation for the purpose of prostitution charges. He was let off on the more severe charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. But even with these lesser charges, Combs' attorneys have been arguing that those convictions should be thrown out or that there should be a new trial if the judge is not willing to do that. This is a hearing on the post-trial motions. The judge is listening to arguments from the parties on these issues. What Combs' attorneys say is that this is an unprecedented use of the Mann Act, the federal law that makes it illegal to transport people across state lines for the purpose of prostitution. They say that these were consenting adults having sex and that this Mann Act has never been used in this way for conviction. Now, if the judge won't throw out the convictions, they say that a new trial is necessary because of the severe spillover prejudice from reams of inflammatory evidence that was related to those other charges that Combs was ultimately not found guilty on. There is a very high bar for throwing out a jury verdict, so we will see what the judge ends up deciding today, and we will keep you updated. Back to you.
It's an interesting angle that they're working here. They're trying to get the charges thrown out or get a new trial, and they're claiming that the charges that he wasn't considered guilty of, right, because there was a plethora of charges, and human trafficking and all of that, he was not pronounced guilty on that. He was pronounced guilty of making hookers mobile, basically. But he's saying because of all the other charges, being charged with human trafficking and stuff, that had created prejudice and influenced the jury's decision. So they're trying to say, well, since we got to this point, the verdict says I'm not a human trafficker, we need a new trial. Because these people were under the impression that I was a human trafficker throughout the whole thing, and they gave them a jaded perspective, which is a very interesting angle. But the thing is if he gets a new trial, would they bring all the new charges? Meaning that they would have to reconsider, was he human trafficking? Because if so, why would he want to do that to himself? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's better than whatever he's facing, maybe, unless things go worse for him. But trying to be a sly dog here, working that angle. We'll see how that goes. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news. It is Lefties Losing It, and it's titled, "This Hollywood Nepo Baby is Begging for Mask Mandates to Return." Now, of course, we have all the fun stuff after that. We have a doubly unboxing and all of that coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about, did Diddy do it? Russell, hospital food is bland. I've never eaten hospital food. Been in the hospital. Never ate their food, though. Butterfly, you have to have Amish about the only ones who do not know about Diddy. Yeah. Saying the jurors need to be Amish, that would be hilarious. What's up, Wong? Happy Freedom. Aco, it's all Beck's fault. I know. Happy Freedom to you. Aco, appreciate you being with us. People, lock him up with R. Kelly and throw away the key. I thought that's what was going to happen, but I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much, Scotty, for continuing your membership over on Kick. Holy happy freedom to you, Scotty, first of all. But thank you so much for continuing your membership program over on Kick. You're officially a hooligan. Holy, I was going to choke for a second there. Appreciate you, Scotty. Thank you. And thank you so much, Crispy. I saw yours earlier today. Really appreciate the support. Thank you, you hooligans. Thank you so much, Southern Eagleman, for gifting a sub over on Twitch. You're a badass, Southern Eagleman. Thank you so much for the support. Lots of gifted subs over on Twitch today. Bobby, not a big fan of Diddy? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him either. Back Frank, what did I do now? I haven't figured it out yet. I'm still working on it. Don't you worry about it, but we know you did it. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got Lefties Losing It before we get into all the fun stuff. This is Hollywood. I don't know if it's Nepo or it's N-E-P-O. Nepo. I'm going with Nepo, baby. is begging for mask mandates to return. I don't know why. They're free to wear masks. I think it should be illegal. It used to be. I think they need to go back to making it illegal to wear a mask inside of a store. Why not? What are you afraid of? Breathing fresh air? Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Now it's time for lefties losing it. And look, seriously, we know there is something critically wrong with Joy Reid, but really, there is something critically wrong. Here she is with sacked CNN host Don Lemon giving her assessment on how she thinks J.D. Vance got into Yale.
The way that J.D. Vance got into Yale is because they were tired of just letting in white men from New York, from Choate, from all the elite schools, and they wanted an Appalachian white. That's how that man got into Yale, I promise you. Baby, that's also affirmative action and DEI.
Yeah, so the DEI pick claims the VP is a DEI pick. Who's going to tell her? You or I? Now over to the bitter banshees at The View. Yes, I know they're back, unfortunately. And look, they're all in a fluster over Donald Trump's speech to the United Nations, and they want to evoke an amendment on him. So here is a game of guess which one.
What is the amendment? The 23rd? 23rd amendment, when people start to say 24th, when they say what? Maybe we should talk about, you know.
It's actually the 25th Amendment.
We were
getting closer with every number. We were getting there. I didn't know what you meant. You meant when you start questioning someone's competence.
It's like well, 1 + 1 = 2. There's just so many numbers being thrown around there. And then in strolls Whoopi.
Well, they questioned Biden's competence. If Biden had acted like this, I would have said, yeah, take him and sit him down somewhere. Yeah. But this was not presidential, and this was not helpful.
No.
This was not helpful.
It was embarrassing.
You know.
Oh dear, and this is from the same group of has-beens who dudded themselves for years into thinking Joe Biden was fit to run the country. Now to Nepo baby and all-round lunatic Violet Affleck, daughter of course of Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck, reminding us all how the elite are just so out of touch with reality. Here she is begging for COVID mask mandates.
It is neglect of the highest order to look children in the eyes and say, we knew how to protect you and we didn't do it. We have access to a technology to prevent airborne disease, something that millions of our ancestors and millions of people around the world today would kill for, and we refuse to use it. And I shudder to think of where we will be in another 5 years of unmitigated infection and reinfection.
Yeah, such a shame we could barely hear her because of the cloth there around her face. Now, can someone please give Jimmy Kimmel an Academy Award?
I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man.
The fake tears are just something to behold. Yes, that was his return to his show after his brief suspension. And look, it got me thinking. Remember the last time he ripped out the crocodile tears when Donald Trump was re-elected?
It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare.
Oh, look, if he keeps going like that, the ratings are just going to get even worse, aren't they? And now to the Ken doll from California. Sorry, I meant Gavin Newsom. Well, he and his Botoxed face have appeared on another ratings flop on a TV show, Stephen Colbert, to go on a rant about what seems to be his favourite topic, ICE.
That's happening in the United States of America. Masked men jumping out of unmarked cars, people disappearing, no due process, no oversight, zero accountability, happening in the United States of America today. People ask, well, is authoritarianism, you're being hyperbolic? Bull, we're being hyperbolic. If you're a black and brown community, it's here in this country.
The problem is we can't quite tell if he's being serious or not because his forehead simply doesn't move, which makes this rant against Trump even more hilarious.
We have 41 lawsuits against this son of a we're pushing back and we're winning. And we're filling a void on a lot of issues.
Yeah, good old Ken doll trying to talk the big talk. Now to Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, having a completely weird and quite frankly abnormal TDS moment on a bus.
I appear to be living rent-free inside Donald Trump's head. I think President Trump has shown he is racist, he is sexist, he is misogynistic, and he's Islamophobic.
A real man of the people, that Sadiq, on a bus having a crippling TDS-induced episode. Poor little fella. Now to some bad news, folks. Kamala Harris is burdening us again by what has been, quite literally. You see, she's back with the same old word salads, which she seems to be trotting out at every media appearance for her book tour.
A president of the United States running for re-election.
Current sitting president is running for re-election.
Running for re-election. 3.5 months from the election, decides not to run.
3.5 months from the election, he decides not to run.
3.5 months before the election, decides not to run. With 107 days to go.
With 107 days.
Yeah. With 107 days to go. And it ended up being the closest presidential election in the 21st century.
It doesn't get old, does it? Now, look, we know the Democrats are just so accepting and tolerant, and so here is serial witch Hillary Clinton blaming the right for demonising America.
We have got to stop demonizing each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, I think most of that right now in our country's history is...
I just want to bring up that I was right. She's got spoiled milk face. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways.
Coming, from the right, coming from people who want to dominate. They want their point of view. Writing out slavery from history, that doesn't make it go away. We have got to stop with the finger pointing and the scapegoating.
Yeah, I don't know what rock she's been living under, but has she seen the violence, particularly in recent weeks in America, being perpetrated by the left? And at the same time, Hillary has bizarrely reduced herself to being a flower while lecturing us on the climate change Armageddon.
Hi, I'm Hillary Clinton, and I'm a dandelion. And that means that I am all in on making sure that we tell the story of climate change and what it's going to do to our lives if we don't act now.
Joining me now is President of the Centre of the American Experiment, John.
All right. That is lefties losing it there. I wonder if they were giving Rita some time to rest up or what, because she was away. I'm trying to think where she was. She went somewhere. Maybe it was Arizona for the Charlie Kirk Memorial. She was somewhere. That's why she was out of studio for the last two lefties losing it. And then today we didn't have Rita, so maybe she's resting up from the traveling. Hard to say. Either way, we are going to be getting into the fun stuff. We got a doubly unboxing. Two hooligans sent me something. We're going to unbox it. And then we got our advent calendar sent by Beck Frank. We're going to open today's door. And then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled A Sobriety Test. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Donnie, and it's titled Proper Use of a Girlfriend. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties losing it. Russell, Hillary doesn't have the sense that God gave a monkey. I don't know. She's just desperate to stay relevant. She'll never be president, and now people can't even recognize her with her spoiled milk face. So, I don't know. Just desperate to be relevant. Russell, new scum is horrible. I agree. What's up, Boom? Happy freedom to you. Happy freedom to you, Conspiracy Queen. What's up, XYZ? Happy freedom. Metamouth, that's worse than spoiled milk. It's a combination of spoiled milk, spoiled cheese, and mold. It's not good. That's all I know is it's not good. Beck Frank translating Aussie for you all. Well, thank you, Beck Frank. When I read your text, Beck Frank, I read it in your voice. I just got the recording in my head. Day and on, they're all disgusting. They are. Toxic Quack, I thought she died. What are you talking about? You know you ain't see no celebrations going on. There was no parades. Come on now. You know she didn't kick the bucket. It's it's not funny, but some people are gonna make it funny. I'm just saying. What's up, JF? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Billdozer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Texas Outlaw? Happy freedom to you. Conspiracy Queen. She looks like she got 3 facelifts done. Looks like she's younger. Maybe I need my glasses. I don't know. Maybe they just pulled out her skin to the back and tied it in a little ponytail. Straighten her right out. But if I look at Klaus, he's so cute. I see him sleeping peaceful like that, and I just want to just wake him up. I don't know. It's just something in me. It's just the hooligan in me. Let's shake him awake. Tell him there's an emergency going on. Christine, same old talking points. Really getting old and boring to where I am desensitized by the left. That's how I feel too. They might as well just keep screaming that everybody's racist and stupid shit like that. Like, nobody cares at this point. What's up, Rhonda? Happy freedom. What is going on with the Kills eye makeup? I don't know what you're talking about, Rhonda. Bobby, Kimmel is a piece of crap. Yeah, I agree. Gets on stage and everybody's like, oh, this is a big win for free speech. Yeah, whatever. It has nothing to do with free speech. People, Bill has aged a lot compared to Hillary. Yeah, he looks like a walking corpse, and he has for years. All right, hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got a doubly unboxing because 2 hooligans sent me something today. We got the Advent Calendar by Beck Frank. And we got our 2 funny videos coming up. But first, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You could do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. And I want to add on here really quick that if you guys do send support through these outside processing like PayPal and all of that, you do get shouted out. It's usually on the very next Coffee with Hooligans at the very beginning of the live, right before we read what the schedule is going to be. I've had some people ask before, like, hey, I didn't get shouted out and whatever. You will get shouted out, but it will be on the next live. That's just the way it goes. And I just want you guys to know that. Either way, let's get some unboxing going on. I did cut these open just to save us some trouble here because YouTube gets weird about me using tools to open boxes. So I made this a little quicker this time, but I still don't know what is what, so let's figure this out. Are you awake now? Well, I wasn't going to disturb you. I did think about it heavily, though. Yes, thought about it a lot. You a good boy. You a good boy. God made Klaus, and it was good. Why did they only give me the 1 paper? They jibbed me on my paper. Maybe this says from Jake. Let's see what we got. What is it, Klaus Daniels? What do you think it is? At him. What is it? What is it? It's a new bag for you. Here, we'll put that right there. Bag for your booty. Oh, fantastic. Go the fuck to sleep. I love that. I love that. We listened to the audiobook of this in the voice chat. If you hooligans don't know, we have a bunch of hilarious books on the wish list, and we read them in the voice chat over on the website. And this is one of those books, and it is fantastic. Let me see if I can find one of these pages because they are hilarious. I don't want to read that page. That's going to piss people off. Let me see. The owls fly forth from the treetops. Through the air, they soar and they sweep. A hot crimson rage fills my heart, love. For real, shut the fuck up and sleep. There's a bunch of that in this book, and it's fucking hilarious. Thank you so much, Jake. Really appreciate it. Holy, I know everybody over on the website just got excited. Good stuff. And let's see what this is. This has got all kinds of little papers with it. This is from Tori. Let me see. Come on, Amazon. How many pieces of paper are you going to give me here? This is all from Tori. Let's see what we got. Everybody's waiting for green dildos, but it ain't gonna be. And it's not. Sorry, get your hopes up. Oh dang, we got our another advent calendar here. Look at that. Gnomes spooky advent calendar. Very nice. Super excited about that. Let's try and get this out without hurting anything. There you go, Klaus. We're gonna see you try and get in that box. Let's see what else we got here. It's like Christmas. Oh, hilarious. It is like Christmas. We got a Christmas advent calendar too. Are these Legos? I think we got Legos. Badass. Holy, we're going to be good on the advent calendars for a little bit. Very cool. And then the last item in the box here. What is it? What is... Oh. Oh. My goodness. It's Dale Gribble. Look at that. Look at that. So fucking badass. Holy shit. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Tori. I don't know where we gotta set this somewhere safe. Right here. Right here. It'll be good for right now. Love it. Love it so much. So badass. Thank you, Hooligans, so much. Thank you, Jake. And thank you, Tori. Really appreciate you guys. All right. Let's see what we get today from the advent calendar sent by Beck Frank. Now, once again, I am realizing that I don't know what day we're on. Is it 16? Was yesterday 16? It was. So today is 17. Oh no. Don't fight me on it. I'll win. I'm a stubborn ass hooligan. I got it. I got it. We got another pin today. It almost looks like our Pledge of Allegiance shirt design that we have. Our Skyrim pin. This is our third one from the collection. Thank you so much, Beck Frank. Really appreciate it. Styling. All right, Hooligans, let's get into some funny videos here. All right. First funny video of the day. This was provided by Tiger Jaw and it's titled A Seabriety Test.
Witness the sea walk of the incredible. Keep it gangster, y'all. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, y'all. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, y'all.
You know that cop took him straight to jail. Getting into our official funny video of the day. Let's get this pulled up. This was provided by Donnie. Them chicken tacos smell so damn good. All right, like I said, this was provided by Donnie, and this is titled Proper Use of a Girlfriend.
What the fuck?
Nice. Very nice. That was probably an anniversary gift, if I had to guess. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you Hooligans today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link really quick. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Also, I keep forgetting, we got to do these 5 hours of premium live streaming. I assume we're going to be gaming like we did last month, because I don't want you guys to feel like you're missing out on the premium live stream, because you will be required to have Rumble Premium or be an official hooligan over on Rumble in order to see the premium live stream. And I know that's a pain in the ass, and a lot of you guys got memberships on other platforms and stuff. You don't want to have to double up, and I totally understand that, but it's part of the requirements for the creator program through Rumble is I have to do 5 hours of premium live streaming. So instead of you guys feeling like you're missing out, I think we're going to just play video games again and burn those 5 hours. You're welcome to come hang out if you want to. But like I said, you will be required to have Rumble Premium or be an official hooligan over on Rumble. They will not let me multi-stream. We tried to do that the last time, and as soon as I click the premium button, it cuts off the multi-stream. And so we will be doing that sometime soon. We might even start today because I think I have to have all 5 hours by tomorrow, although the end of the month isn't until like next week on Tuesday. So I don't know if I have all over the weekend or not, because it seems like Rumble does everything on Fridays. Like Friday is the end of the week there. So I don't know. I'm going to figure it out after live, but keep that in mind. That is what's going on. I was trying to find some clever things to do to include the website, but there is nothing I can do before we run out of time this month. So we'll get that figured out, but just keep that in mind. Either way, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Russell, that was a Jeep Wave pin. Don't say that out loud, Russell. Guess someone will be gunning for me. You know, I don't need those problems. What is this, Tom? Oh, that's hilarious, Tom. I didn't realize it got cut off like that. That's funny. It's supposed to say nightmare bacteria, but it definitely looks questionable. Ramsey Handy is live. Didn't we raid? I think we raided Handy yesterday. Oh, thank you, Cass. Yeah, my leg is doing a lot better since I've been taking these pills. I'm becoming hopeful that this is actually going to cure the spider bite. It has lightened up significantly. It was like becoming like this dark purple color. It has lightened up significantly. It's not bothering me like it was. My leg isn't seizing up like it was. So hopefully the spider bites are going to actually go away. Sly Dog, game with Cat Dog. I would like to, but the thing is I don't want to create this big publicity thing where everyone gets pissed off at me because we have to do the 5 hours of premium live and people can't afford it, or they just simply don't want to pay for the premium membership. And then I got to take all this blowback because Rumble wants to require this of me, and I don't want to take the blowback. And so I was trying to just burn the 5 hours. Toasty played a video for 5 hours. As far as I know, she just looped a video, just made a video of like half-naked supermodels walking the catwalk and just played that to burn her time. And I don't really want to do that either, as much as you guys want to see half-naked supermodels. But I think playing the game would be a way for us to still do something fun. Nobody has to have hard feelings about missing out on anything. I would love to game with Cat Dog and all of them, but then that, you know, that makes it so people are missing out on stuff. And so I'm trying to figure it out, but I think we have the next 2 days to knock out this 5 hours, and we got to figure it out. Metamile, that everyone knows you're one stubborn motherfucker. I am stubborn. Jagula Rusty Shackleford. That's right. I know. I love this little popple thing. That's so cool. What's up, Colty? Happy Freedom. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says, help with the med bills, Jeff. Keep up the good work and information. Much love to you and Snugs. Thank you, Patriot Dad. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Sly Dog, could they watch Cat Dog and see your game? Yeah. As long as Cat Dog wasn't premium, you could watch Cat Dog and you'd be able to hear my voice and stuff over the chat and, you know, probably see me on the screen or whatever. You wouldn't see my camera, but you would, you know, you'd see my character running around or whatever if we were playing the same game. I appreciate the suggestions. Mary Todd, I want a Supernatural advent calendar. That's an awesome idea. I almost guarantee they got one. They got an advent calendar for just about everything. And I love Supernatural, so that's super cool. Oh, I appreciate you, Bobby Johnson. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you, Conspiracy Queen. I really appreciate it. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. I gotta check on something. Anyways, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, hooligans, we did the thing. So it is that time once again. Get these beats rolling. There we go. We're going to raid out over on Rumble. And hopefully Cat Dog's live, because I've been waiting to raid him all day. I know that sounds gay. I don't care. We were going to raid him yesterday, and I think we went with Handy News instead. And so then all day I've been thinking we raided Cat Dog, and we didn't. So now we have to. That way I don't have to think about it anymore. See how that all works? All right. So it looks like he is live. He's an hour and a half into it, playing that Dying Light. Everybody's saying this is a pretty good game. Very cool. Let's go ahead and give him a hooligan raid here. Make sure you hit that like button as soon as you land, you hooligans.
Actually, it will not let me.
All right, let's do the thing.
There's another achievement where I have to do something with this revolver. Oh shit, Jeff back with the raid. I appreciate you, Jeff. I hope you had a great stream, bro. So much love, man. I've been loving this fucking game. The hooligans about to blow this bitch up. So fasten your fucking seatbelts. Let's get some W's in the fucking chat for the hooligans, baby. Dude, how's the game? It's been amazing, Jeff. This is awesome. This game is amazing. We're enjoying every second of it. I see you, Queen Josephine. We got Beck. We got Jugula. I appreciate you guys, man. Slay Dog, what's up? I appreciate you guys dropping in. Lakalala-lakaski. I appreciate you coming out, man. XZ. Appreciate you coming out, bro. Let's go, Brandon. I appreciate you coming out, man. Everyone has been telling me that you're kicking ass on it, bro. It's been so fun. We've literally... we're doing everything in this game, bro. I'm getting all the achievements and shit. I'm actually about to do one very soon here. I'm about to get another achievement as well. You guys are coming in and claiming all these gifted subs, W's. We got subs for everybody, man. I appreciate you guys all coming out, bro. The hooligans never have a lame ass raid, bro. They always coming in swinging dick and tits, I guess. Dude, I love you. I love you. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Big W's, man. What's up, Weevo? Welcome to the chat, everybody. If you haven't already, smash that motherfucking like button. We're about to kick some zombie ass. I appreciate y'all, man. So much love. I appreciate you. So we got to get this revolver out here.
You hear that? Fantastic raid, you hooligans. So cool. Cat Dog's a badass there. You hear him. Never a lame raid. Never. Because hooligans do it better. Alright, guys. We are going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. My chicken tacos are almost done. I can tell from all the way over here. I'm so excited about it. I'm shaking. Either way, we're going to read through really quick, but we will be live again tomorrow. We are wrapping this up, but we'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. If we do go live later and you see it's about gaming and stuff, I'm just trying to do my homework here and do the 5 hours of premium live streaming that I am required to do. So if you can't make it in, you can't afford it, or you don't want to pay or whatever, I 100% understand where you're coming from, but I got to do what I'm obligated to do, and I am obligated to do 5 hours of premium live streaming over on Rumble. So the best I could do is we're going to play the game. We're going to make the most of it. And that way you're not missing out on anything if for whatever reason you can't be a part of the premium live stream. Trying to make the best of it, okay? So I don't want shitty emails and stuff. You don't need to hurt my feelings. I feel bad enough about it already. So if you see us live later, chances are that's what it's about. Either way, we'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Like I said, we're reading through and we're wrapping her up. Greg, Ohio, happy freedom to you. Thank you, Dutton. You're a badass. I hit the damn like button, right? Oh, I did. Okay. I was for a second there, I thought I didn't hit the like on Cat Dog's live there. Aiko, did he get the name from the Cat Dog cartoon? I don't know. I don't know how he got his name. But that's what I always think about too, is the Cat Dog cartoon. Maybe that's just because we're a little older. Stern, off to cook some soup. Have a great night. You too, Stern. Hope it turns out fantastic. Thank you for being with us. What's up, Knucking Futs? Happy freedom. Oh, you got a gifted sub. That's badass. Bobby Johnson, I dug the cartoon. It was freaking weird. Are you talking about Cat Dog? That's probably what you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's got to be where he got it from. I'll have to ask him. Maybe next raid. Thank you for being with us, Tom Tom. Jagula got a real nice salmon fishing, and the wife made the best fish tacos ever. It sounds badass, Jagula. Heck yeah. Good stuff. All right, you hooligans. Like I said, we are wrapping this up, but we'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you guys for sending me the gifts in the mail. Thank you guys for the gifted subs. Thank you for the donations, and just thank you, hooligans, for being you. And I appreciate all of you guys helping me cover the news and helping me make the news suck a little less. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, find yourself some good food. I'm going to try and do the same, but please be safe out there. The world's fucking crazy, and I don't ever want to cover you guys in the news. So be safe, but make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.